Walter Brennan, a name that once brought warm feelings of nostalgia and a sense of familiarity. But what if I told you that beneath his charming smile and Oscar-winning talent lurked a shadowy side filled with controversy and deep-rooted prejudice? Many fans revered him as a Hollywood icon, yet whispers of his troubling beliefs surrounding race and political unrest have tarnished his shining legacy. Join us as we peel back the layers of Walter Brennan's life, revealing a story that is both inspiring and deeply unsettling. What does it mean to admire a man whose heart may not have been as pure as his performances? Let's dive into the hidden truths of Walter Brennan, the man behind the accolades. Walter Brennan was born on July 25, 1894, in Lynn, Massachusetts, to Irish immigrant parents. Growing up in a working-class family, he often felt the weight of expectation pressing down on him. His father, an engineer, wanted him to follow in his footsteps, leading Walter down a path that seemed preordained. But in the backdrop of industrial life, a spark of creativity ignited within him. From an early age, he found solace on stage, captivated by the art of performance. While attending school, he participated in vaudeville acts and school plays, showcasing a talent that could not be ignored. Walter had an innate ability to capture an audience's attention, a skill he honed through countless performances. His love for acting was in stark contrast to his father's dreams for him, creating a silent tension that would follow him into adulthood. As the specter of World War I loomed, Walter made the brave decision to enlist in the U.S. Army. This chapter of his life would prove transformative. During the war, he faced the horrors of battlefield life and ultimately suffered severe injuries from mustard gas. This health crisis altered his physical condition, giving him a signature high-pitched voice that would later distinguish him on screen. After the war, Walter returned home with a new perspective on life and an unwavering resolve to pursue acting. His unique voice and compelling presence caught the attention of talent scouts in Hollywood. Starting off as an extra on film sets, he worked tirelessly, often for only a few dollars a day. It was a grind, but Walter knew the struggle was necessary for the elusive breakthrough he craved. Through sheer determination and relentless ambition, Walter Brennan's journey from small-town boy with big dreams to an emerging actor in Hollywood had begun. Little did he know, the experiences that shaped him would propel him into a career that would leave an indelible mark on the film industry. And while he faced many challenges, his story was only just beginning. Walter's life took a pivotal turn when he enlisted in the U.S. Army during World War I. Enlisting meant leaving behind his burgeoning career in the arts, but it also forged him into the man we recognize today. The war held numerous dangers, but Walter faced one that was unexpectedly harmful: mustard gas. This tragic event resulted in a severe injury that would leave him with a distinctive high-pitched voice, an unexpected twist that would carve out a unique space for him in Hollywood. Coming home from the war, Walter's transformation became apparent. His voice set him apart from other actors, allowing him to take on quirky characters that resonated with audiences. He soon moved to Hollywood, largely taking on roles as an extra at first, earning mere pennies. Yet, each role was a stepping stone. That haunting voice, once a reminder of his traumatic experiences, blossomed into his signature trait. No more was Walter just another face in the crowd. He was someone the industry couldn't ignore. In this time of struggle and growth, he honed his craft, learning the intricacies of acting and embracing roles that showcased both his humor and depth. His aggressive determination to succeed fueled his rise in the notoriously competitive film industry. This transformation wasn't just a physical change. It was about redefining himself in a realm filled with prejudice and expectations. Walter Brennan emerged from these trials as not only a soldier, but a symbol of resilience. The very challenges he faced became the foundation for a legendary career, evolving from a war-torn past into an iconic presence in cinema. But what was brewing beneath that transformative surface? As he transitioned from soldier to actor, darker aspects of his beliefs began to surface, setting the stage for a complex narrative that intertwined success with unsettling truths. What would come next could shock even the staunchest of his fans. After honing his craft in small roles, Walter Brennan's big break came in the early 1930s when he was cast in the musical King of Jazz. This vibrant film, starring Paul Whiteman, featured an ensemble of talent that showcased Brennan's comedic abilities. But it wasn't until he delivered a memorable performance in Come and Get It, 1936, that Hollywood truly took notice. His portrayal of a cantankerous lumberjack earned him his first Academy Award nomination, setting the stage for an extraordinary career. But the real turning point came with 1939's The Westerner, where Brennan delivered a captivating performance as the villainous Judge Roy Bean. Audiences were captivated by his ability to meld humor with cunning menace, cementing him as a staple in Western cinema. This was a time when the genre was booming, and Brennan's unique blend of authenticity and charm made him stand out among the crowd. With his newfound acclaim, he found himself in high demand, starring in a succession of successful films throughout the 1940s. It was during this period that he made history by becoming the first actor to win 3 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor. His roles in Kazanka's The Family, Old Man, and The Adventures of Robin Hood not only showcased his versatility, but also solidified his spot as a leading character actor of his time. But as his star continued to rise, Brennan faced stiff competition from younger talents entering the industry. While some critics may have viewed him as a relic of an earlier era, he consistently proved them wrong, adapting to the changing tides of Hollywood with each new role. His dedication to his craft, paired with the ability to evoke deep emotions even through the smallest gestures, kept audiences engaged and wanting more. As the 1950s rolled in, Walter Brennan was no longer just an actor. He had become an icon. With unforgettable performances in classic series like The Real McCoys, he captivated television audiences while remaining a dominant force in film. The essence of his success was his talent, work ethic, and the unique spark he brought to each character he portrayed. But this ascension wasn't just about the accolades. It was also a reflection of the evolving landscape of cinema, where talent and charm could transcend societal boundaries. Walter Brennan was moving from a supporting character into a spotlight all his own, where he would continue to shine in the years to come. What was it about this charismatic performer that kept viewers enchanted? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into his life and the controversies that were lurking just beneath the surface. As Walter Brennan's fame skyrocketed, so did troubling whispers about his true beliefs. Rumors circulated about his disdain for those different from him, casting shadows on his once-beloved public persona. This period marked a significant cultural shift in America, rife with racial tension and ever-growing civil rights activism, turning the lens inward toward Hollywood's elite. Accusations of racism crept into public discourse, revealing unsettling comments made off-screen. Reports linked him to organizations that promoted ethnically charged narratives, creating a stark contrast with the roles that showcased his warmth and humor. How could the man who earned affection as a gentle grandparent figure harbor such intolerance? These contradictions left fans grappling with the duality of his character. In the wake of these revelations, many fans and even colleagues expressed shock and disappointment. For years, audiences had embraced Brennan's performances rooted in kindness. But once the rumors began to swirl, hearts were divided, casting doubt on his carefully curated image. The savvy actor who dazzled in front of the camera seemed worlds apart from the man, emerging in whispered conversations. The tension between Brennan's on-screen charm and off-screen revelations begs the question, how well can we really know those we admire? It's a tough pill to swallow, as the revelations cast a long shadow over a legacy built on warmth. With each award he won, there lingered an unsettling irony, reminding us that public figures often wear masks, obscuring their true beliefs. As we reflect on the ongoing cultural dialogue about race within the entertainment industry, Brennan's story stands as a painful reminder that actors can embody contradictory traits, captivating us with their performances while leaving us unprepared for the hidden truths beneath. The rumors of his views and associations have reshaped how we perceive not just him, but the Hollywood world he inhabited, forcing us to confront the uncomfortable realities of art, identity, and the people behind the curtain. In the 1960s, Walter Brennan's public persona began to clash dramatically with the political climate of the time. While America was grappling with civil rights movements and social upheaval, Brennan's comments and reactions frequently raised eyebrows. On multiple occasions, his views about race and society were less than progressive, leaving fans in disbelief. For instance, during interviews, Brennan would often express an almost nostalgic fondness for the good old days when racial segregation was commonplace. This kind of rhetoric was particularly alarming coming from someone whose on-screen characters epitomized friendship and compassion. His unexpected jubilance following the tragic events surrounding Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination sent shockwaves through Hollywood and his fan base, showcasing a shocking dissonance between his cinematic roles and his personal beliefs. Moreover, reports surfaced of Brennan's involvement with fringe groups known for their extreme views. His association with certain organizations caused a stir, placing him at the center of controversy and prompting calls for accountability. How could a man so revered for his heartwarming performances harbor affiliations that contradicted the very values he played on screen? With every comment and revealed association, the facade began to crack, revealing a man whose opinions stood in stark contrast to the loving roles he portrayed. Fans grappled with the dilemma. Can they still admire the sweet, wise characters he brought to life while reconciling it with their knowledge of his troubling statements? As new revelations emerged, Brennan's legacy continued to hang in the balance, forcing society to confront the complexities of admiration versus moral integrity. The story does not end here. The evolving perception of Walter Brennan continued to unfold, leading us to ask, how do we navigate the legacies of public figures when their personal beliefs challenge the foundations of their public personas? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the staggering complexities of Walter Brennan's legacy. Walter Brennan's career was nothing short of monumental, spanning over half a century and racking up more than 230 film appearances. For many, he embodied the quintessential American character actor, effortlessly bringing warmth and charm to every role. However, this impressive body of work is now tainted by the disturbing revelations about his personal beliefs. How do we reconcile the man we saw on screen, the kindly grandfather or the wise old buddy, with the accusations of dark ideologies and racial intolerance that surfaced over the years? As his films continue to air on platforms worldwide, discussions emerge around the moral complexities of celebrating someone's artistry while confronting their troubling actions. The debate rages on. Can we separate the art from the artist? Fans often find themselves grappling with their admiration for his cinematic contributions against the backdrop of his controversial beliefs. In recent discussions, some cinephiles argue that while Brennan brought life to countless beloved characters, his legacy serves as a cautionary tale. The charisma that made him a star complicates his narrative. Is it possible that our fascination with iconic figures like Brennan blinds us to the uncomfortable truths lurking beneath their charm? Brennan's life ultimately challenges us to reflect on the values we uphold in our entertainment icons. What do we prioritize, talent and cinematic achievement, or the ethical integrity of the individuals behind our favorite films? As we analyze Brennan's contributions to cinema, we also confront the shadowy aspects of his identity, reminding us that even the most beloved figures can possess hidden darkness. Ultimately, Walter Brennan's legacy is a blend of triumph and tragedy, captivating audiences while provoking a critical examination of fandom, ethics, and the complex nature of humanity. His story leaves us pondering. Should we continue to celebrate his artistic achievements, or do the troubling aspects of his character overshadow his contributions? It's a question that lingers long after the credits roll. Walter Brennan's life serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale. While his accolades and performances showcased a man of undeniable talent, the shadows cast by his personal beliefs offer a deeper conversation about the complexities of our heroes. It's a stark reminder that brilliance in art does not always correlate with virtuous character. As we celebrate his contributions to cinema, Let's remain vigilant, recognizing that the stories we adore are often woven with threads of darkness. What does this duality in our idols teach us about the idealization of public figures? Perhaps it's time to delve deeper and challenge our perceptions, separating the art from the artist and questioning the narratives we choose to believe. In a world that often demands perfection from its icons, Brennan's story compels us to look beyond the surface and confront the uncomfortable truths that lurk beneath.